Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm stream. Oh, when did this happen? When did I start streaming? Hello. Hello. I'm like, how did I stream? Like, when did my hand slipped multiple times and somehow I became a VTuber and streamed for past like year and a bit. Oh goodness. Hello everyone, how you all doing? I hope you're doing well. Oh, what's this? What's this? Notifications. Ah, I'm contrast painting. Oh my goodness, it's so warm today. It's probably not that warm. It's probably just warm in my room. Because there's no wind. That means there's no airflow. And if there's no airflow, that means a hot air doesn't leave my room. And I'm like, I'm boiling. I'm melting. Ah! I'm like a Kairos-fied lizard in here. Oh goodness. Ah goodness. You want to see what we got to do today? We got a hand cam. Look at this. Look at this. Look, I got so many. Oh, I got so many boys. There's 20 of them here. There's 20 little fellas, including the chaplain we made the other day on stream. This used to be Tigerius. And then we get... Did your arm just fall off? His arm just fell off. You know, this is... Ever since I tried spray painting this squad, they just keep falling to pieces. I'm like, who put you together? I need to go to, like, standards and be like, hey, this is not built up to standard. Oh, goodness. Wait, how the hell did you go together? Well, now he's Abby because he's armless. Oh, no. No, you can't beat Abby. You can't beat Abaddon. Well, you're meant to be the leader of a squad, you silly egg. Why do you fall to pieces? What are you doing falling to pieces like a salami sandwich? Oh. How did I get this arm on to begin with? And how is it sprayed there but not there? Okay, that means the arm went like a backpack's in the way. Clearly the arm attached here. The way everything is. Okay, we'll try to... I was not expecting this guy's arm just to fall off. I was like, hello, Anthony. It's like, what the hell? What the hell, dude? At least it's not as bad as, who is it? This one. His entire... His body just fell off. And then that fell off. And people's shoulder pads have been falling off. Oh, I've been testing for contrast paints, by the way. On this dude, yeah. I've not finished him. He's still very much got a lot of work left to do. But this is mostly just contrast paint. I mostly used some matte paint to get the shoulder fixed up here, to get this pinky colour here, and to do the metallic colours. Otherwise, it's only contrast paints and the white spray primer. This is a model we painted ages and ages ago. I'm using as a reference. What I'm doing for my paint scheme is I'm going for blue weapons, generally speaking, like generally a bit damaged, like we've been fired recently. Black armor, golden eagles and stuff. Leathers. I like going for a little bronzy colour, you know, detailing on
I'm
them.
torn to pieces. I'm broken down. I still see your face when you're not around.
Oh no. Oh no. Well, you better see my face when I'm not around, because I'm always around. I'm there hiding in your walls, waiting for you to come out. Yeah. I use red wires sometimes. Sometimes use a bit of metallic stuff here. Not going for the gold on all of these guys and for the heads just here. In general. Oh yeah, but my idea is that for each type of squad we've got, they're going to be split up, and their left shoulder pad, so this shoulder pad, is going to be painted a colour depending on what like squad they're in. So if there's one squad of intercessors with just normal bolt guns, the first squad gets a blue shoulder pad, and the second gets like a purple shoulder pad, and the third squad of intercessors gets doing like a green one or whatever. So they got colour-coded shoulder pads depending on what squad they're in. Partly just so that I can know which model's meant to be in which squad just by looking at them. These types of models, doing like commanders and stuff, they don't necessarily have to have it. Tony, I'm dodging. Ah, the fish hit me anyway. Hello, Tony. How you doing? We got Tony and Aunt Tony. Yeah, so this guy will probably just have a white shoulder pad on either side. Maybe he'll go blue shoulder pad on the other side. I'm not sure. Maybe he'll go purple to match his little buddies. But yeah, this one, because I've already got one Primaris squad, it's not painted, but this is going to represent like the second Primaris squad. So they're having purple shoulder pads like Emperor's Children. So that's how I'm colour coding them. But yeah, I've just been experimenting. Oh, I did use a bit of the car flesh to try and bring out the colour back into this area here and into that purity seal. I'm thinking though, it's hard to tell on the image here, but you can see like, feel that little dot there, that's white. That's not meant to be purposefully, you know, a different colour, that dot. Company mark on the knee and shoulder, squad colour on the knee is what Marines do. For identity. I'm not doing that one. It's Black Templars. They don't do what everyone else does. They don't read the codex. Also, yeah, with Black Templars, so we don't have companies. Instead, we're split into divisions. I'm not sure how I'm going to show the different divisions, or if I'm even going to show the different divisions in my Black Templar Crusade. So I've decided is I'm mostly just splitting it by shoulder pad. I mean, I could do it by, you know, so these guys are in the 5th division, sorry, which is a mobile battalion for one of the mastodons in. IS Codex instead of Andrex toilet paper. Yeah, so I'm thinking maybe I could do purple, but no, I want to keep a different squad separate, and I want it to be very clear while you're looking down at them that, hey, this guy's purple, so he belongs in this squad. Because, so like me personally, it's better to know what squad they're meant to be in rather than what company they're meant to be in. So having the shoulder pad of different colours important. Maybe I could like paint the knee based on what division they're in. So the main division just has normal black knees. And the second might have the blue knees. Oh yeah, there's also another thing. If you're in an honor guard, for instance, like you're protecting an important member of a chapter, then you got 2 white shoulder pads. That's the other thing I do. But the idea is they got colour-coded shoulder pads to make sure that it's just easy to tell who's who. Hello, Saladin. How you doing? Yeah. So maybe. The 5th division, I don't know what colour they'd be. Maybe I could do like this thing on the back of the head for what division they're in. Or do you know, like paint the backs of these things. Just got done sleeping for 20. Oh my goodness, I wish I could get that much sleep. I've not been sleeping well recently. Been really struggling. Oh, 22 hours of sleep. I've been at like, how many hours of sleep each day? 15? No. Oh, goodness. No, it definitely was glued to there, as I can see it. Must have been further down like that. Must have been there like that. Oh, so the arm fell off. Well, we're looking at my chaplain. He's a cool don't you agree this guy's a cool? Look at that double-sided axe. That's a cool old chaplain. I've actually got a big old gun. And big old iron halo. Oh, and look, he's got 2 cloaks on. Well, he's got a cape and he's got an overcoat. No, I need 10 different colours for 10 different divisions, so I don't know what colours I'd do for all of them. Also, what was throwing it off with the contrast? Were you accidentally going back over it places? Because I hear those paints act like markers. One coat across an area is fine, but overlap looks weird. Yeah, overlap looks... I think it just takes some getting used to. Like, overlap can look a bit weird. Like, for some issues here, it's like, the way you see, like, these white dots here. Similarly, you got some white there. Some of it's a bit more obvious in camera, some of it's less obvious, like there's some white here. On the hand, too, there's like white there, white there. The contrast just doesn't want to stick to those areas. Which is fine, I guess. But... yeah, a lot of it is just trying to get the covering I wanted on it. You can go back on the areas, you just have to make sure that you don't go overboard when you go back on the areas. Got a lot more used to it now. If it wasn't high, well, maybe lower down. Oh, goodness. Must have just been attached properly in the first place. No wonder it fell off. I did bulk make these 20 guys. Where's my glue? But yeah. The main thing sort of throwing me off is... I'm not really sure. I think I was hoping for it to give me a slightly different effect than I was painting. But I could definitely see why people use them. So it's like, this was ultramarine blue, and then I used aqua blue there. Not aqua blue, what do we call it? It was ultramarine blue. No, McCrag blue. Yeah, I used ultramarine blue, sorry. McCrag blue was of the original model, which is a normal layer colour. And this colour, and it was same there, for I used outdoor and stuff to go over. This one I used just ultramarine blue, and then I've used a bit of storm theme to go over it again. As you can see, there's a bits of white here too, so I might have to go over it with another base colour, layer colour, just to cover some of these white areas. I just want to stick. I can just kind of pulls over bits. It's meant to be get a highlight bit done ahead of schedule. My limited advice is put the same paint as you intend to edge highlight to unify it. Oh, maybe so. Looks like it could be a good idea. I used Gulliman's skin. This guy's literally wearing Gulliman's flesh as a belt. Oh. Also, it might be bright because that base you're using is too light. Nah, the base is fine. Like, if we compare these two colours, this is just a normal dry, Guns McGee. Yeah, normal dude. That we painted last time. And for black, it's honestly dark on this dude. Well, that's because I did dry brush over that guy to make him lighter. I don't think it's too light. I think it's just the fact that I've got all these white parts I need to go over in a proper layer colour. The rest of the issues are fine. It's like, for instance, I used Saish purple here, but it was far too dark, so I ended up taking just a normal layer pink colour, the Gene Stealer pink that we use here, on the shoulder pad to create that. To try and create the same effect I've got here, do where it's a tonal change and highlights, although I feel like I need a middle colour to go between the Shaiish and the Gene Stealer purple. Middle tone. Where is he? Come on, you. Yeah, you're saw done. There you go. Look, he's got a sword again. Yeah. Okay, just put more glue here. There you go. And I think our base is fine at the moment for Wraithbone, partly because that white just stands out so nicely. Oh my goodness, I do feel like I need to fix these edges here. Like, those edges are far too white. You can see them popping out. But compared to trying to do this here.
Stop being broke, silly sword boy. You're meant to be leading by example. Can't have you breaking down on the job in front of the neophytes.
Hello, Fishman. Oh, so you stop breaking. You're the sword breathing dude. What are you doing? You're the leader. Look how big your base is compared to everyone else. Yet you still got the exact same stats. Your base is literally the same size as Tigerius and Chaplains and stuff. Why are you so much worse? Yeah, I'm really disappointed with sword breathing stats. Also, sorry if this is just like too flashbanger. I'm sorry if we went light mode today. Look at this guy. It's like Darth Maul in it with axes. Power axes. Let me ask you a question. Let me absolve you. Oh, so what do you think of just dipping them in noon oil? This is what you get when you just dip a model in noon oil, by the way. What did you do to a real cupcake? I am the real cupcake. I'm not a cat. Oh no, my fan stopped working. It's too warm. I'm melting. Oh my goodness, it is super warm today though. Oh goodness. Oh, you want to know how many power fists are in this squad? There's one power fist, there's a second power fist, there's a third power fist, there's a fourth power fist, there's a fourth power fist. 4 good old power fists in this squad. And then you got the power sword. And then you got lots and lots of chainswords. Except this guy, he's got a chainsword on, you know, hanging down at the side. But I don't know why he's the only guy who has a sheath for his chainsword. But yeah, he's got an Auspex. He's a neophyte. You can tell because he does have a big old backpack on. And also, he's like smaller than this dude by quite a bit. But look, he's got a cool little... Do you like his little helmet? I like his little helmet. I like his helmet. Oh no, don't! I knocked him to the ground. Yeah. I'm not a cat. I'm not. Why did you turn me into a cat? no, no. The truth has been revealed. I'm not a cat. Also, I need to put things into live chat mode. Oh, my head hurts. There we go. Also, look at this guy. He's got a bionic eye. He's got a bionic eye. And a big old power fist. What? No, no, wait. No, you can't distract me. And this guy's got a proper Templar face. Oh my goodness, it's hard to see the detail on these guys, isn't it?
Cat meow 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 meow.
I'm not a cat. Meow, 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 meow. Oh. Yeah.
P S P S P S P S P S P S P S P S P S P S P P
Oh
S P
my
S P
goodness.
S.
That doesn't work. Why do you always use it? It doesn't work. And look at this guy. He's got a grenade. He's got a grenade. Get down. Ah! And look at this guy with a little bolt pistol. But those chainsaws are deadly. Do not underestimate them. They're proper starter chainsaws. They get 5 attacks each. Each of these guys in this squad, except these guys. Except those guys. Each of these guys get 5 attacks with those chainsaws. 5 attacks! It's insane! And they hit on 3s, and the strength 4 with AP -1 and damage 3. It's ridiculous. Actually, it's only damage 2. Hello, $10,000. These guys get 3 attacks each at strength 8, AP -2, damage 2. And this guy gets, I think, 3 attacks as well. Or is it 4? I think only 3. At strength 4, AP -2, damage 1. So it kind of sucks. Kind of sucks. The space means it's insane that they take up to 90% of 40k gameplay. While at Age of Sigma, everybody gets equal opportunities. What do you mean they take up 90% of 40k gameplay? Fox says hello, it is I. Hello, Noah Canny. Are you bot? Bot! We're looking at the models that we're going to be painting and, you know, avoiding painting them. You like this dude? You like what I did to Tigerius? I turned him into a proper chaplain. He's a proper... He went from being a stupid old psychic moron to a proper good old Empress Justice chaplain. This is so far what I've done with the contrast paints. It's kind of okay. I need to turn this light back on. And this is what we're aiming for, because this is what I did before without contrast paints. So we're aiming to do something similar. Look at how many Space Marine models just got announced in Adepticon. Oh, I see you mean like this, like... How many factions of Space Marine? How many Space Marine codexes are there? You got the normal Space Marines, you got Chaos Space Marines. Then got Thousand Sons, Death Guard, World Eaters, and Empress Champions. Oh, Empress Children, sorry. So that's 5, 6. Then you got Black Templars, Space Wolves, Dark Angels. That's another bunch of them. Blood Angels also have their own codex, don't they? Or at least their own upgrades they can get. Who else is there? Thousand Suns barely got 2 models after how long? To be fair, Thousand Sun models are cool though. I know all I ever see about Warhammer at the moment whenever I look at the fans is people complain. I was like, oh my goodness, those Thousand Sun models look so good. And then all I heard was people going, oh my god, they suck. It's like, I'm so excited. Oh yeah, he is. The Tyranid I still need to finish. But look at him, look how cool he is. I just need to get the base done. That's all we need to do. I base him when I'm basing everybody else. But look at how cool he is. Yuck. Ah, my big head's for wake. Oh, I love this model. I think I did a not bad job in the end of this. Not a bad job indeed. Imagine how World Eater feels, one lord. Wait, didn't World Eaters?
That ain't a forehead, that's a 5-head.
There's a 5-head, yes.
Oh my god, she back to normal.
Yeah, I'm back to normal. Her range is absolutely tiny. Wait, didn't World Eaters recently get, do you know, for new 8-bound or something? Do you know? Oh, and they've also got the new Kill Team came out for them. I really love them. Oh, what are they called? I forgot what they're called. New Kill Team. Just 8-bound Lord and new Kill Team. The Goremongers, these silly dudes. These silly dudes. I love them. Nobody wants wolves. Everyone wants wolves. Actually, to be honest, I don't really like wolves that much. Oh, one thing I can say about Black Templars, though, is stay away from the Black Templar Reddit. It's full of crazy people. Look at this dude. This dude would absolutely get trounced in combat with a Space Marine, with a Black Templar Space Marine. Like, he does not get enough attacks. He is not strong enough. He is not fast enough. He's not doing anything against these dudes. New Kill Team is very good. They got Infiltrators. Yeah, I'm a bit mixed on them because based on their appearances and stuff, especially compared to the usual Jackals, I hoped to Killmongers would be a bit better at, you know, killing. Well, they kind of met at it, to be honest. I mean, for 85
like
points.
normal cupcake like you.
Thank you, $1,000. Oh, no, I don't know. These guys, I expected them to be more killy. Like, I think on the charge against Guardsmen, they only get like an average of 5 kills, a full squad of these dudes. And they'll be very easily wiped out if you just overwatch with a flamethrower. Or a couple of flamethrowers, you know. Like, if you go against what I think the Guardsmen meta currently is still using Catachans and just overwatching constantly with flamethrowers.
Space Wolves and Ultramarines can kiss my shiny paper butt.
A shiny paper butt? That does not sound sanitary or safe. Your butt will fall off as soon as you need to go to the toilet. It'll be like breaking apart. What yuck. You're a cupcake, you don't use toilets. Yeah, I mean, that's true, I guess. That is true. But isn't it your butt's wrapped in paper, not, you know, it's made out of paper? I don't know. Maybe your butt's made out of paper. But yeah, I can't remember the exact stats, but I know for only strength 3, I know that they get for land special abilities, they get +1 to wound. I think, what was it, 2 attacks each? No, 3 attacks each. The squad of 24 hits on 4s, gets 12 hits. Wounds on 3s, so gets against guardsmen or termagants. So 12 hits will go down to 8 wounds, which will roughly 3 saved. So you'll kill about 5, just over 5 on the charge, assuming you're at full strength. And considering guardsmen can get flamethrowers and power swords and stuff like that, and these guys only have a 6+ armor save. They don't have feel no pain. They don't have anything like that. So it feels like they just get wiped out very quickly, whatever they do. I would be very good at taking out things like rattling squads and stuff. Like, if your opponent has any very soft, squishy units, I feel like these guys could deal with them. Like, what soft and squishy, but we can potentially do a lot of damage, especially ones in melee. Like, rattlings could be good targets of these dudes. swarm basis. These guys can't swarm though, because they can only come in squads of 8 and you can only get up to 3 squads of them. So you can get up to a squad, you can get up to 24 of them, but by that point, I think you're up to 255 points, which is a significant amount of points. Like, that's a World Eater, a full World Eater squad and then some. Like, you get a full World Eater squad with a hero leading it, or character leading it for that many points. Or you could put them in a Rhino. It's like... Ripper, Nurgling, Scabs. Oh, wait, so they can deal with swarms. Yeah, but aren't most swarms, they have that rule that gives you -1 to hit them, and they have like 4 wounds each. So you go in with a charge. I think a bunch of swarms are only toughness 2, mind you. So you would be wounding on 2s. 24 attacks. 8 would hit. Wait, would it be 8? No. Yeah, 8. 8 would hit. Goes a -1 to hit. Then wounds on 2, so that's 7-ish. Then they still get like a 5+ save because you got no AP. Depends on the swarm, I guess, but I know a bunch of them are like 5+ armor save still. So you'd take out like 1 base. But how often are Rippers and Nurglings and stuff used outside of, you know, being summoned? Because I do know that they're relatively common as summoned creatures, or do you know, like, spawned by something like the Parasite to Mortrex. I don't know how many people actually just put them in their armies. Yeah. I guess it's worthwhile. I think the big thing about them is that you can get them into cover, and then if your opponent, you can get them into cover, you can get them into line of sight blocking terrain, and you can have them immediately with their infiltrate, threatening objectives. And then as soon as anyone tries to coming near to get a shot in on them, you can move. You can use their retaliation move to get them out of line of sight again, potentially. So I guess that's one thing they can do. And being 85 points, I guess a lot of people wouldn't want to waste the shooting on these units. And as I said, I guess they would be good for just objective threatening and objective taking, where the enemy doesn't want to waste shots on them. Yeah. Hello, Tony. Yeah, but I don't really play, so I don't really know how good they'd be, if I'm entirely honest. Like, I used to play, but it's been a long time since I played, and the game's changed so much. Like, as I said before, it's like when I was playing my Black Templars versus my Tyranids, my Black Templars were very, very good at killing Tyranids, but they struggled a lot to actually win the game. When it came to objectives, holding objectives and getting points, they could kill all the Tyranids. They could survive a Tyranid onslaught, they just couldn't keep the objectives down. Like, I think they won I think the 3 games I had, they won all 3, but by the skin of their teeth. Like, how many points? Like 36
Cupcake,
points
if you
versus
cupcake,
34.
then no tongue.
I have a tongue. Look. I have a tongue. Say, yeah, this person's cool. Yeah, this is... I need to get my blacks out. I need to get like a proper layer black. Maybe I don't need a layer black. Maybe I can just get Fenris grey on it or something. To cover those out. Maybe I don't need to cover the areas. I'm unsure. Yeah, I do have a tongue. It's green and purple. Oh, yeah. Oh, I do love the Black Templars, though. I'm just hoping that next time they do another list, they don't just increase the prices of Black Templar models again, you know, points-wise, because it's making it very annoying to have like 10 detachments of Black Templars. Every time for like, you know what? Your detachment that used to cost under 3,000 is now over 100 points over the limit. Like, no! Oh, look at this dude, though. Look how cool he is. Got an actual... I don't know why he's got an extra ammo pack on his back, but he does. Do you have
Do you have any teeth?
I do, look. Look at my teeth. You can't see my fangs very well, unfortunately. Which is sad. These silly faces. I can make silly faces. Look how many purity seals he has. There's 1, 2 purity seals. A bunch of purity seals. Oh, he's a chaplain. He's a chaplain. I like this chaplain. I really like this chaplain. How's your sword arm going? Not very well. Look at that. Look at that sword. It goes honk. Poke. Not stuck.
Oh.
Oh. Oh. No. She made a shitty face. Unsubs. You dare believe I was already subbed? Ah, goodness. British people doing British stuff. Yeah, okay. Okay, you can go to one side because your arm keeps falling off. Oh, look how cool this dude is. Oh, he's like reaching for his sword right at his side. It's like, I've also got a sheathed sword. And I'm about to launch into your face. Yeah. Oh. I love neophytes though. Don't you love neophytes? Like, look at this dude. Look at him with a little helmet on. And he's got like a little cap on to protect him from the sun. He's protect his little eyes from the sun. Like, oh. Oh, darn it. Oh, look at this guy. He's also got a sheathed sword. And he's checking the time. He's checking the time on his watchy watch. It's like you've been yapping for like 37 minutes, Conjurer. And you've done no painting. I have not done karaoke. I'm scared of doing karaoke. Any more ways I can distract myself before we have to get down and do painting? Look, look. Oh, oh, no, no, oh, nom, 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 nom. Nom 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 nom. Ah! Punch, punch, punch. That's what happens. That's what happens when a Tyranid Neurolictor charges into some space marines. Do you know how you do? It gets like 6 attacks. It rolls all ones to hit because it's useless. And then these guys get like 3 attacks back. And they roll 3 6s. And then they roll to ruin 3 6s. And this guy goes and rolls 3 1s. And then the gods come in and say, we actually do like 10 damage per punch. It's like, yeah! I'm joking. I'm joking. Neurolictors are fun though. Oh my goodness. This Neurolictor is not very well hidden though. Like, could you imagine fighting? Like, where's a Neurolictor? I don't know. I wonder where the giant yellow and purple with shiny blue parts creature is. Like, I'm meant to be stealthy, right? This guy does not look stealthy. Like, his colour scheme is not a stealthy colour scheme. His entire thing is he's glowing, he's bright, he's very big, it's very obvious. If this guy sneaks up on you, I think this is more saying about... This is saying more about you than it is, you know, this guy's skills. It's like, yeah, you got sneaked up on by the guy with a giant glowing brain. With a guy with a bright blue light bulb for a head. And has most glow in the dark skin that's possible. There's one thing about the way I've painted this blue. It looks kind of metallic though, doesn't it? It looks like, you know, those where people paint metals without using metallic colours. It kind of reminds me of that. Hair looks all shiny. Which wasn't really what I was going for. Looks cool. Oh, that's one thing I wanted to test. I got this, where is it? One of these colours. Ooh, I wanted some of this. Where is it? Known oil. Administratum grey, no. Rust grey, no. There's a white colour. Silver house. Known oil. Apothecary white, it's called. Administratum grey. Rust grey. Lead belcher. Is this it? There we go. Apothecary white. It's more of a grey. It calls itself white. But I don't think it's very white. But let me shake this up anyway. She's done snuffing. I've done snuffing! Oh my goodness. I've been here for 41 minutes. Let's paint. Okay, I'm shaking up this paint. I'm trying to get the bottom. But it's got loads of stuff stuck at the bottom. And it's not like other paints that they have a little metal ball inside them. Yeah, like you can see, it's just got all this glunk. Say more yap, less paint. No!
More yap, less paint.
No, Cuptle, don't! I'm having to smack it because it's been a very naughty paint. Very naughty paint. Okay. Okay, try to get it all shaken up. Shaken up. Shaken, not stirred. Oh, it's almost gone. It's almost gone.
He's not the Omnisire, he's a very naughty boy.
We need the praise, Omnisire. Make sure the stream doesn't break. That's why army paint is great to set it up. Yeah, but how many of those ball... Like, that's just a waste of material. Every single paint has a ball bearing inside it. I can just buy one ball bearing and put in the paint that's needed for it. And then take it out afterwards. Like, after the paint's no... Oh gosh, I just threw my paint. Oh gosh, throwing it worked. But yeah, it calls itself Apothecary White. And other than this not being on straight, which upsets me, made in the UK, what do you expect from them? That's the thing, you can reuse the bearings and make your own colour paints later on. Oh. But look at this. This does not look very white to me. This looks more grey. It's like apothecary white. Do you mean... Do the apothecaries just not wear white? Do they just wear grey or something? Is that what you're trying to tell me right now? Corlex white equals is greater than apothecary white. Maybe. I did use Corlex white already on this. But people say it's a really good way to, you know, provide some shadow to a nice white colour. So I'm thinking about... So I'm just putting it here like this. And then one of the great things about contrast paints is you can do that. You can touch them up where you've got too much of it on and it comes off nicely and spreads around. And there we go. It changes it from just a plain white to a nice sort of gradienty colour. But I've got more going on here. I have to get enough of purple though. They're colourblind. No. What I'm thinking about doing is I need to get enough of purple out because that Shyish purple is way too dark. Okay, what's this purple? Nagorov Night. Maybe that could be a good stand between. Marjosh purple. No, that's too sheeny and shiny. Surlus purple. That seems a bit better than Nagorov. Burgundy. Now we'll go with Surlus purple. Xerox purple. Xerox purple. I know what Xerox means. It's like a copier company. Super shaking it up. I'm shaking it up. Ugh. You just have to be very careful now. Don't want to get on for black. Okay, how does that look now? We got that go-between colour. Looks a bit nicer. Less of a solid line between the two. Okay. Just throw this one away. What I'm thinking, at this point, I've mostly just been using him to experiment with different ways to paint this. I'm thinking painting some gold into the middle where there's a skull in the middle of that cross.
Bacon pancakes. Making bacon pancakes. Take some bacon and put it in a pancake. Bacon pancakes. That's what it's going to make. Bacon pancake.
Yeah, bacon pancake. Making bacon pancakes. Bacon pancakes. Take a little bacon and put it. I know that's some Adventure Time. I think it's what's his name? The dog. Jake. I think the dog's called. That's what Jake sings when he's making bacon pancakes. Okay, there's a lot of touching up I need to do, like some black here, some black here and there. I think I want to put some of a bronzy colour here. I think I'll go, in all the areas, I'll go for a bronze colour with a bit of a goldy colour, but stronger in these areas here where I want it to look more gold. I'm thinking I'm also going to use, because I've seen like some people where they paint the eyes, but like make a glowy effect by like painting red around the eyes. I'm thinking I'm going to use my ball contrast red so it paints up the edges of the eyes too, and then use a brighter red for the center of the eye, and then a bit of white maybe, if I can be that accurate. Biggest issue I'm having is probably this shoulder pad right now. Like these edges here that are white when I want them to be black. And then just trying to get this thing to be the correct colour. Probably going to have to get a more detail orientated brush of that. We need a very bright red to make it pop against the black helmet. Yeah, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Alternatively, if that fails, I'll just go back over edges with black. Like, I don't want it. I could just go with what these guys have, you know, for red there, because his eye's fine. Some of the eyes I didn't do perfectly though. So, yeah. I always get anxiety when it comes to painting on stream. That's why I yap so much. It's like I'm doing everything to avoid painting. So I'll pick up a brush and immediately go and to the... Oh, have you seen what came out today? Wait a minute. Another distraction. Another distraction. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about... Oh, look what came out today. Oh. Oh yeah, people have been getting very upset about this thing here. Test 1. Saying that this guy can kill a Warhammer Titan if he rolls incredibly well. True, he can. Just go into a Warhammer website. Yeah, Warhammer website. Woo! I love. These two. And then how many Marines can it kill? And then him versus Mortorion. Demonic poisons ravaging his system. Technically a draw, but Fogan was cooler, so he wins. Yeah, people are very upset about these things. It's like, yeah, I mean, they're just... Why are you getting so upset? It's a fun article. Fogan can kill a lot of people. The only things he can't kill are other Primarch demons. I don't know. I imagine he's got... Oh, look how cool that Marla Fiend looks. But look, Ardiod Emperor's Children now. Look at them. Look at them. New data cards. Don't care about. New book. That's cool. Really expensive new limited edition book. New Tormentors. They're kind of cool. They're like Primaris Intercessors, but for melee ones. Oh no, they're the shooty ones. And these guys... Where's the other ones? Oh wait, can the Tormentors be built as... either or? Two plasma guns. 12 heads, 12 Emperor Children's shoulder pads, 20 standard ones. There's also different power packs. Oh, so you can use the extra pieces of these to help convert to your normal Legionnaires. Noise Marines great. Yeah, Noise Marines are amazing. No, it doesn't show for plastic kit. Hello, Bob. You're late. You are late. Oh, wait. Is that a different Anthony? Hello, different Anthony. Yes, Tormentors can be built as both the battle line units. Ooh, that's cool. The flawless blades are cool. I don't like the really elongated heads, mind you. Like, look at their silly little heads. Look at their silly little heads. Super elongated. They look like elves. Well, they are cool. They're like the possessed. Dudes. Yeah, granted by demonic patrons. They're basically just cool or possessed or chosen. Oh. Oh, the dice have already sold out. I was tempted to get these dice. When will the Tau get some love? Never! Never! Tau don't deserve love! Ooh! Ooh, super limited edition codex of counters and stuff. Oh, is that a new guy, this dude here? I don't know, Cacophonous. Lucius the Eternal. Oh, so cool. Oh. Oh, but he got the Noise Marines. I'm thinking about getting a box of Noise Marines for my Night Lords. Gonna have to wait until they officially release so I can look up the rules for the Chaos Space Marines and how they get edited. and to see if I can just throw Noise Marines into the army still. The new Lord Exculent looks really cool too. Exultant, sorry, not excellent, Exultant. Oh, I got a cool gun. But yeah, I want Noise Marines. I've always wanted Noise Marines. They look so cool. And the gold backpack. I'm thinking about converting these into Night Lord or Noise Marines. Just kit bash them up. I'm hoping my store gets the dice. Ooh. I'll probably try. I might try to order the dice along with an Elder Autarch. Because I do need an Elder Autarch still. To finish off my army.
Cupcake, are you crying?
Yeah, I am, because Bob called me stinky. He called me stinky. So mean. Hello, Bob. Night Lord Noise Marines. What? Night Lord Noise Marines? Why not? Why not? I mean, you have Night Lord Corn Berserkers. That is actually official. That's in law. You have Night Lord Possessed, which again is in law. You have a Night Lord Demon Prince. There's Night Lord Sinch worshipping Night Lords. There's also various other types of Night Lords, so I don't know, they're cool. Also, look at this dude. Look at this dude. I could have done with a better picture for the front picture for him. Look at all his heads though. Look at him. I like the helmet. Also, that's a really funny head. That one looks like he's about to be punched in the face. He's like, what? That one's like, He's just such a goober. He's such a goober. He's even more of a goober here, though. Yeah, so the idea is, the idea that I'm currently going with for the Night Lords, Bogan watching Gulliman and your friend doing it. No. No. Impossible. Oh, look at them. Look at him, so cool. My tormentors are here. Oh yeah, there's a melee version. There's a shooty for melee version. Shooty for melee version. Shooty for melee version. Oh look, a beaky marine. He's got a beak. And he's got a bolt pistol. And he can have a plasma pistol. Oh, it's so cool. It would be cool to have chainswords though. Just saying that.
The only Night Lord variant I can't see happening is Nurgle Night Lords. Defeats the whole hiding when we can smell you from another system.
No, that's the thing. They smell so bad. You know they just don't know where they are. And as soon as you go, I would just be constantly doing whoever smelt it. Doubt it. Look at Demonets. And look at that Keeper's Secrets. And this cool person and a Demon Prince. Chaos Type Fiends. Seekers of Slanesh online only. Online only is scary. Oh, look at that Helldrake. Look at that Helldrake. Oh yeah, the idea for my Night Lords, right, is that they're split in two. Well, they're not split in two. They were attacking a planet, like they were helping some World Eaters, a World Eater warband, attack a planet where my Night Lords. When the World Eaters decided that they were going to like do a warp bomb on the planet, where they basically opened up the warp above a city where the Night Lords were currently fighting. The Night Lords were not told of this plan. And then suddenly the Night Lords were exposed to war forces of the warp and the demonic incursion. And the Night Lords survived this, but they were forever physically and mentally changed by it and vowed to hunt down the World Eaters. That's my idea. So then my army splits into two. You got 1,000 points that are just focused on more normal Night Lords. Oh, for the Raptors, it's got 10 Raptors in there and a Lord of a jetpack or jump pack. But they're going to have wings instead of jump packs. I'm going to get some 3D printed wings for them. But then for others, it's like the mutated Night Lords. So they're led by a sorcerer, and you're going to have 2 sets of warp talons because they're already meant to be mutated. They got the demonic ruling. And I was going to go for 5 possessed, but I was struggling to feel like possessed working very well. And I decided instead to go for, it would be cool to have 5 noise marines. And it represents like them being corrupted in a different way rather than just straight up possessed. They're not even necessarily corrupted by Slaanesh, but I have a Slaanesh keyword, but I'm just going for the idea that they're more demonic and more mutated than for other Night Lords. That's my plan. I also given them a Night Abomination in that force. Lord of Possession. Get one of them if they still exist. They do is, I don't think they're called Lord of Possession. They're called, it's in the Combat Patrol. I can show you the Combat Patrol. Give me a moment. Warhammer. 40k. Armies of Chaos. Crash Space Marines. It's one of those guys. Oh, look, noise means. Maybe it is called Possession. There it is. Master of Possession. That's it. Master of Possession. Yeet is avoiding painting. I was thinking about potentially getting one of these, but he's a lot more points than the normal sorcerer is. And the sorcerer generally fits the theme a little better with, or at least in game terms he does, because he puts the opponents at -1 to hit your unit. So if I put him inside like a normal legionnaire squad, he effectively just gives them stealth. And that's really fitting for Night Lords. And then because I'm using the Fabius Spile detachment, I can give him the Helm of Many Eyes or something like that, of an all-seeing helm. And that prevents anyone from deep striking next to them. Or within 12 inches, which I feel like is super accurate to them. But I don't know. I like noise marines. I want to get some Emperor's Children models, but I don't want to get a full Emperor's Children army. So I'm thinking about just combining it in with my regular forces. Like, it makes sense. Night Lords can get mutated and edited in all sorts of ways. Also, I feel like, can you imagine adding like little bat ears to each of these heads? And then when they're shooting you, they're basically shooting you with like bat screeching. And like give them all bat ears here as well, to like Night Lord heads. Like, we're not just shooting you with random noise, we're literally shooting you with, you know, modified bat echolocation screeching. I feel that would be so cool for, you know, a Night Lord army. Don't you think so? Like, I don't know. I just got it in my head, just like this cool. Just this screech and people's heads exploding, and you don't know where they're shooting from. Then suddenly another guy explodes, then another guy explodes. That clip at base is funny. Yuck! As I'm thinking, it'll be so fun. Oh, I just want an army like that. An army that's just like blasting people with screams and stuff. Also, obviously, I'm gonna get a Night Abomination, which we don't know which one of those is. I say obviously, the Night Abomination just seems so cool with its entire warp effect. Like the warp is following it around. It's this one. Like, the entire thing is like being close to it is deadly. And look, it can turn all of these things, like it's got all these ravens on it. 5 sets of, you know, for bats and stuff from Age of Sigma or whatever. And it would look just so cool. Like, I got these bats here, but what other bats? Like, get some feral bats on it or something. Or do they still sell bat swarms? I don't know. If I can get like some bat swarms or something, I might have to get 3D printed ones or some other. I don't know. I don't know. This guy would make a cool Demon Prince though. Look at that guy. Super cool Demon Prince model for Night Lord. You ever seen the videos of truck that's covered in speakers? Whenever the bass comes through, people actively start leaving the area. You see the video tremor from the lens flexing. Oh my goodness. That sounds horrific, if I'm entirely honest with you. Oh. But yeah, anyway, we need to get to painting. I can't avoid painting forever. As much as I'd like to. Let's get our contrast. Let's get our contrast done. Like a single layer of a paint looks like this.
You can't avoid painting forever, but I can certainly try.
Yeah, I'm just an anxiety-filled goober. Don't worry about me. Thing with like painting with markers and stuff like that is that you want to continuously go for. Oh goodness, that was way too much. I didn't wash it down at all then. Yeah. You want to continuously go in the same direction every single time. If you want to avoid it looking crazy or weird. Now, great thing about the black is I don't have to be too careful with it. It's very, very thin. Very easy to cover up. Not hard, just start talking about noise marines or Black Templars. Oh, Black Templar noise marines. If only you could get them. In the lore, there was once a Black Templar noise marine. Fully loyalist, you know. As noise marines do not use demonic guns, at least they originally didn't. They just used normal weapons. So technically you could have loyalist noise marines if the technology still exists within the Imperium. Oh goodness. I do kind of want to make a loyalist Night Lord army though. Like, you know, one of those things where it's technically for like
Space Marines have leather pouches and leather belts. In a universe of servitors and corpse starch, it's not cow leather. You got move close, say ah.
Never. I'll never say ah. No. The thing is, though, is that they probably do have a lot of leather anyway, just available. Like, I don't think that they need to use human leather. I just think about the amount of horses. Like, if they can get Rough Riders of the Guardsmen, I think they can get leather for Space Marines without having to resort to human leather. I mean, human leather sucks anyway. Humans have really thin skin in general compared to animals. Yeah, the big rots. Well, there's a lot of animals in the Imperium. People forget this. It's like, yeah, there's such thing as corpse starch, but most people don't eat corpse starch. If they did, if most people had to rely on corpse starch, the human population would have died out by now. It's like there's a certain point when you go from grim dark to just grim dirt. Do 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 do. That causes humanity is in a massive downward spiral. But humanity actually isn't in that much of a downward spiral in 40k. Like humanity in general is not doing as well as it once did, or as well as it should still be doing. But to say it's in a downward spiral is a bit weird. I mean, it is kind of, but considering that they still do crusades, like considering the fact that the Imperium got ripped in half and they still could do the Indomitus Crusade, they could still get Primaris Marines out there, they could still get billions of Guardsmen out. I think there's a certain point where you have to question how done are humans. Especially when you see like the Elder are constantly referred to as a dying race, yet they outnumber the Tau by a significant number. By a very significant margin. And the humanity is very rarely ever referred to as like a dying race or whatever, and often when it is, it can be argued otherwise. So, I don't know. Ooh, that Tau should join humanity. Humanity needs to join the Tau. If humanity joined the Tau logistics would be stretched to such an incredible extent that the Tau would probably collapse within a week. Like, the Tau have had their logistics massively overstretched by a tiny, tiny amount of humans joining them. Not only just had their logistics overstretched, but had their, you know, their bureaucratic capabilities and everything else, like, seriously encumbered and struggling to handle the influx of people, population, not knowing how to control it because they just don't have enough troops and so on. And, like, deal with these areas if they captured a large amount of human worlds. It's like, yeah. The Tau are a very, very small species that cannot handle that kind of thing.
The reason the Eldar are quote-unquote dying is cause their gestation rates are very long. Every Eldar death takes longer to replenish.
Yep, and not only that, but they're not creating many more Eldar. Like... on top of that, each time the Elder dies, their souls are going into the warp and being devoured if they don't get saved first. And this is somehow at least there used to be a thing about this, but it's somehow affecting their birth rates and stuff. I think it's now just more of a fact that the Tau are scared of, you know, falling to Slaanesh. So they generally don't do the dirty deeds that they need to increase the birth rates. They as a species are slowly bleeding out. Yeah. Humans, on the other hand, are still a relatively growing race. Like, the amount of hive worlds you have is ridiculous. And that hive worlds can somehow maintain their populations. But this is where sometimes when it comes to 40k, I think the law is a bit grimdark. Like, if you've gotten to a point where even a rich person on a hive world can't get clean water anymore, hello, Talan, and even wealthy people are struggling to like stay alive for more than 40 years and struggling to get any food that's not just human skin. To be quite frank, your population is probably dying off within half a decade. It's like, there's no way that you're going to maintain a population that large for any length of time. It just doesn't work like that. It's like groups of rats, like when a rat population can get too big or whatever, and it devours its food quicker than its food develops. Within like only within like 5 years, the entire rat population will be dead. Mostly from starvation and cannibalism. As how much have we painted? 2 boots. 2 boots! Yay! On the same model, yes. Those are racist allegations. We are better than that. Okay, any animal then, not just rats. Now, I have already painted this guy. We painted a little bit on him, you know. You know, look at him. He's not finished. I'll just experiment with him. This is what a finished model should look like, hopefully. But this guy's got a lot of work left to do. How about you paint a third of a boot instead of making fun of the most marginalized group of people for rats? I'm not making fun of them! Oh, gosh, darn it. Talan comes into here and just starts bullying me. But that oppression is real and alive. What are you on about? Talan's just being such a bully. The truth. The truth. No, you're not on about the truth. No one likes rats. That's the truth. Because rats are mean and evil and keep attacking us and spreading plague. Like, they keep giving rides to fleas that are ridden with plague. It's bad. It's terrible. He's so cruel. Hello, Mal, how you doing? If I made Space Skaven, I would switch my main army to them in a heartbeat. If you ever watched Sarp, he did make a Skaven 40k army using the Skaven Tide box set. Pretty fun, actually. Ow. Talan's being... Oh my god, a Briar raid. Wait, Briar's raiding? I don't see anything. Hello? Briar raid? There's a Briar raid? Native Engine, hello, Native Engine. I assume seeing we have 2 of the usual chapters here. I don't see anything saying Briar. Briar's another VTuber. Turns into rat pet food. Turns rats into pet food. Turns rats into pet food for rats. Made for rats. By rats. From rats. Rat starch. I do a little bad stabbing. Oh yeah, another VTuber. Yeah, these are another VTubers. VTubers are multiplying like Skaven. Yeah! That's how it works. That's how new VTubers are made. When a mommy VTuber and a daddy VTuber love each other very much, it does nothing. It requires 2 mommy VTubers. So Monster Hunter. Oh, just doing Monster Hunter today. Oh, I didn't get to see it. I was busy eating snakes. I wasn't eating snakes, but I don't know why I said that. Just playing Monster Hunter World. Do you guys mean Briar Mare, another VTuber? Yeah, we're talking about Briar Mare. She's cool. And Talan's trying to scare me by saying she raided. I'm such a meanie cake. Yeah, she also did some videos on her channel. Yeah, she made some of her videos on this channel. She's a video editor. She made my highlight videos for my debuts. But she's cool like that. We raid everybody. Nobody raids Cupcon. Cupcon raids everybody else. Pew, 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 pew. Ow, ow. Oh, my head. My head. I got a banana stuck in my head. Oh, we should raid for Eastern Empires. Never. Cupcakes are for Orc boys. No. Cupcakes are more like the Ultramarines. I only said that because I knew you guys say Ultramarines. What did you say, Cuptle? Ow! Don't barf at me, Cuptle. I know your favourite chapters are Ultramarines. Just like Erland, because I think he does off protest too much, you know. We love Ultramarines, you hate them. No, 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 I'm pretty sure that chat hates Ultramarines. Cupcakes are like tyranny. No! Cupcakes are like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. See what I mean to land? Look, Erland there. Oh my goodness, why? Why? Stop it! Ow! Ow! My head! Get a microphone off my head. Did someone say Smurf boy? He's a Black Templar, it's not a Smurf. It's just, he's just got blue on him. You look, big old Black Templar symbol. Big old Black Templar symbol. Big old Black Templar symbol. I just ripped out my headphones. Robert Gilliman is my Primarch. There's a Tyranid cupcake of that box of chocolates. Tyranid cupcake! Ah! I'm glad we finally got the colour scheme down after this horrible monstrosity of a model. Oh goodness, this sword really does not want to be glued on. You Blueberry Marines. Hello! Elite, I'm not a cat. I'm just a water drinker. Water! See, look at my bottle of water. You invested your in retirement on them, all 343. Ultimate stocks just keep going up. No. Cupcake, how are you? Did you pray to the God Emperor today? Pray to the Omnisire! We need to pray to the Omnisire. Keep the stream alive. And functioning. By the way, Talan, do you want to see the model that was just dipped in known oil? Here's a model that I just dipped in known oil. Nothing else, just spray and known oil.
Been some time, General. Hope you doing so well. I've been traveling most of the time these days and busy with work. __ Capcom nerd.
Capcom nerd. Remember when Cuptle would do that? I've been doing well. I hope your traveling's been going okay. I've been doing well. My health's been doing poorly. If I'm going to be entirely honest with you. But you know, that's not new. That's just me being a silly billy. Omnisire, more like Omnides. No! Look like a cool cement statue. He's not a cement statue. He's a cheeseburger Wait, cheeseburger? I want a cheeseburger. Actually, I ate cheeseburger today. I had a half a cheeseburger from Burger King. I had half of it yesterday, half of it today. With some carrots and some chips. Very tasty. Yum, 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 yum. Oh gosh, that was a bit much. With great power comes great cupcake ability. Look how weird this guy looks immediately. So streaky, so weird. Cheeseburger with cupcakes as dessert. No cupcakes as this. Cupcakes are friends, not food. I am a cupcake. I would not partake in cannibalism. Cupcakes are friends, not food. Cupcakes, friends, not food. Everyone loves a cupcake. Everyone loves a friend. No one would ever hurt you, Mr. Cupcake friend. Is that Steel Ball Run? What's Steel Ball Run? We know Conjuror's health is going down when she starts so maxing about hamburgers and chicken burger. I want a chicken burger. I want to dance on a roof of a chicken burger. And dance, 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 dance. And nom of a cheeseburgers. Have a chicken burger full of tasty chicken. Full of tasty stuff. With great power comes great responsibility. To pray to a god emperor. God emperor, lest you be cleansed as a chaos heretic that you are. And eat a chicken burger. Today was an amazing day. By the way, JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 7 has been announced. Did you know if they cancelled it? I'm sorry, Talana. They cancelled it shortly before the stream for like, oh, I'm sorry, we have to cancel it. Too good of a day. Something bad would definitely happen for the next few days. Oh no. Oh, I think already lots of bad stuff has happened. Lots of bad stuff has been happening recently. I don't think you need to wait on that. Hello, Nick. A salamander. What's Steel Ball run, by the way? Lots of bad stuff happens in Conjuror's online, like when she starts a stream. That's just mean. Hello, why are you so mean? You're saying it. You want me to cancel streaming or something? Is that what you're saying? You stop. What? You stop being mean. You stop being. You just came in here, fist swinging at me. Fist swinging, you were. Like, more than a fish. You came in here with like a submission, a bolt gun. No, you came in here with like a tactical nuke, just going boom, 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 like a minigun full of tactical nukes. And I'm like, no, Talad, stop, no.
What's heavier? A kilogram of steel or a kilogram of feathers?
What's heavier, eh? What's heavier? Well, first things first. You have to realise that the feathers will deteriorate and start breaking up immediately, meaning that by the time you weigh them, the feathers will start to weigh less and less and less and less and less and less, and then, you know, so technically steel, because it keeps its form and shape and weight easier. Yeah. Yawn.
But steel is heavier.
Are the feathers made out of steel? Because you could make a feather out of steel, you know. Oh, I'm dizzy. I'm dizzy. Steel is heavier too. What if they both weigh a kilogram? Bob makes a great argument. What if they're the same weight, but steel is heavier than feathers? No, but they're both a kilogram. But steel is heavier than feathers. But they're both a kilogram. But steel is heavier than feathers. But they both weigh a kilogram. Both are a kilogram. But steel is heavier than feathers. Yeah, a kilogram of steel is heavier than a kilogram of feathers. But they both weigh a kilogram. They both weigh a kilogram. Me trying to do a Scottish accent as a Scot, and it's terrible. Kilogram of feathers, a kilogram of this. She's so English.
Cupcakes do not say such things.
Ah! She's so English she can't do a Scottish accent. I too can do a Scottish accent. been that much. Is Irish a banned word? Yes, obviously. I have no idea what Irish...
Cupcakes do not say such things.
Okay, it's probably within a wristwatch. Oh, I know. It's part of wristwatch. No, it's part of wristwatch. It's the wrist. I figured out there's a 4-letter word within wristwatch. That's very bad in English. In British English, at least. It uses the first 3 letters of watch. No. Don't try saying it. Well, yeah, for reliable internet stream transport is really vulgar. What? No! I'm not gonna say which one it is because it's super, super bad. Super, super vulgar, super, super sexist, super, super bad. Really offensive word in Britain.
You know what's offensive? British people brushing their teeth.
Already written the word to Lan. Just ignoring the mal. Ow! Get that heart off my head! And those Twitch bits. Oh, yeah, Talance. Oh my goodness, Talance just such a
Wristwatch.
boomer. Wristy watch. See, look, that one worked. You're so mean. No, you're so mean. I got hit in the head, and it hurt.
I heard it in Tom Bates's shorts about Nigel and Marmalade, but I will not repeat it.
Yeah. I use some really strong language in those shorts. But how is this looking now? Looking a little better. I don't find these synthetic brushes last very long. Oh my goodness. I genuinely don't like swearing.
Oh, look, another dude. Kind of painted.
Very mature cartoons. About a wizard boy, little wizard boy. People are too easily offended nowadays. People have always been easily offended. A few years ago, you couldn't say the word hell without defending people. And you couldn't say the word heck or damn. And that lasted for like hundreds of years. And then there was a time where they just banned alcohol. And then there was a time where they treated any sort of, you know, like, women acting out, doing like being emotional at all as being possessed by the devil. So yeah, people have always been easily offended. In Romania, we never had these types of problems. You guys have this problem, keep it in your borders. Yeah, Thailand, they have this problem in France. Wait, so are there no offensive words in Romania? Women having no rights is the same as not being allowed to say heck on TV. Yeah, it is. No, it's not. That's not what I'm saying. You silly people. I'm just saying how people get offended easily. It's always been the case, always will be the case. Too late clips. No! Send to BBC. No, don't send it to Ofcom. Nobody's offended in it. Romanians are always offended, mostly by other Romanians. Helping get one of the B's in. Yeah, it stands for British Broadcasting Company. BBC News is now live. I'm gonna fly away. Okay, I'm not gonna fly away. I'm too lazy to. Not for Big Britain channel. No. British Broadcasting Company. And then. Oh. Sorry. I got distracted every time I did.
Opa Gangnam Style.
Every time I hit my desk, it makes the camera move. I'm making him dance. He fell. Sorry. Sorry. BBC is not Big Brain Cupcake. I wish it was Big Brain Cupcake. Romanian kids learn to swear from a very early. TV has no limits on swearing. The only limit is that someone younger shouldn't use swears around someone older. Britain used to be kind of like that. Also, you weren't allowed to swear in front of women. Although, to be honest, a lot of kids are very potty-mouthed in Britain. That's either introduced a new law of shoot any kids in the head that swear. Because if a kid swears, if a kid swears off for a kid, you don't know what they're gonna do when for an adult. It's better just to nip that problem in the bud as a child. No, pancakes are evil. Pancakes are not muffins. Pancakes are not cakes. Pancakes are delicious. Muffins aren't delicious. Muffins are friendly. Pancakes are an evil enemy for imposters. For imposters that we must stop from impersonating cakes. Pancakes and cupcakes are sworn enemies, yep. Like the imposter in Among Us. Or pancakes. Trying to steal our cake identity. Pancake racism. Yeah, they're racist, those pancakes. All of them are racist and evil.
Cupcakes and muffins unite against the traitorous pancake dogs. They are the heretics, the non-believers, they are the snake in the grass.
Yeah! Imagine being a pancake, so cringe! They're evil. They're like the Alpha Legion evil. They're like the Night Lord evil. They're like the Slanesh evil. They're like Korn evil. They're like the most evil thing you can think of, but even more evil. Like there's nothing as evil in 40. If pancakes were in 40k, you know, of everybody, including the Tyranids, would align against pancakes. That's how evil pancakes are. You'd have a Tyranid. You'd have a Tyranid going, you know what? Where's that diplomat?
What about waffles?
Waffles? Waffles don't pretend to be cakes, so they're fine. Sometimes they can be found helping for pancakes though, so we don't trust them very well. But they don't try to pretend to be cakes. I have to get another copyright thing from Purple Planet Music. I've decided I need to probably start getting my own background music. I need to find somebody who can make some cool VTuber background music in my price range. Oh gosh, it's so warm in here, I'm melting. This stream I'll probably speak to my father about trying to get the air conditioner fixed up again. Summer is coming, yippee! Summer is already here. We're in British summertime right now. I'm so sad. I want my cold back. Give me my coldness back. It never even got that cold this year. I went down to like -16 or something at one point. That's about it. I actually don't think it got that cold at all. Are you okay, Cupcon? No. No, I'm dying. No, increased levels of sunlight. Cupcake will melt. I am melting. I am melting. It's not that warm at the moment, to be honest, compared to like places where you guys live. Probably. But for me, like 14 degrees is super, super warm. And it's not had any wind, so the air's not been going anywhere. Okay, there you go. One guy! We got the black painted on one dude. Kind of. I feel like this Templar cross needs a bit more work. Yeah. Can't imagine being that short. Get the air moving. Yeah, open. The window is open. But the issue is it's so still in here that even with the window open, it's not really helping. The air instead is just sitting in my room. She's gonna open the window and a pigeon will swoop in and take her away. No, I've got little nets over my windows so that the cats don't jump out of them. I do not be able to reach the counter. I will bring a heater so she'll melt summer. I don't like summer because it's literally summer all year long here. Oh no. 14 degrees C. Yeah, degrees Celsius. I wish it was 14 degrees here. Gonna be a hot one today for me. Oh no. Have you a fan? I did have a fan, except my fan ran out of power. Let me check the temperature. What is the actual? Okay, it's 18 degrees C. 18 degrees C. That's what the actual temperature is here. 18 degrees Celsius. That's like 4 whole degrees warmer than I thought it was. I dislike hot weather, but I won't complain about it. I'll complain about hot weather all year round. Oh gosh, my top. I'm putting my top up a little. There we go. Supposed to be 70. Oh, I'm fanning myself down. These gloves do not help me feel colder. Just take more baths. No, because baths take a lot of energy and I can't be bothered. "70 degrees of hamsters." I don't think there's such thing as 70 degrees of hamsters. If it is, I want my money back. I was lied to and bamboozled by the hamster clinic. They said it only went up to 67 degrees of hamster. Here we go. You said it was 14 degrees. It's 18 degrees C actually here. 18 degrees C. I checked my phone, it was like 18 degrees C. I'm like, oh my goodness, that's too warm. 18, yeah, a whole 18 degrees C. That's like still, no it's not! Anything above 10 degrees C is too warm. Anything above 14 is like ridiculously too warm. It's like after that point, it just starts getting so hot. I can't even tell the differences in temperature anymore. 18, 30, 60. I don't know the differences. All I know is it's all too warm. Good night, Mal. Love heart. Take care, Cupcake. I'm not a cat. I'm a cupcake. She has a cold resistance of a palm. Look. Anything below 10 degrees is nice. Anything between -3 and 10 degrees is a very nice temperature. Preferably closer to 0. Ow! Ow! Why? Why are you bombarding me? Water! What? It's like some people, have you heard? Some people keep the house at 21 degrees C. I'm like, what? 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 Look at this little dude.
Look at him! Look at him!
He's got crosses. He's a very cross fella. Okay, I will paint this dude now. Oh, get up. Get up. Get on your knee. Get on your butt. There you go. I checked. There's a cold resistance for strawberry bush. What do you mean cold resistance of a strawberry bush? It's heat resistance that I like. I've got plenty of cold resistance. You're saying 18 degrees is still cold, and I'm saying that's too warm. Strawberry bushes can survive in nice warm temperatures. Remember, I said anything above 10 is too warm. Anything above 14 is way too warm. I'll not explain myself further. It's self-explanatory. But strawberry bushes thrive in a warm climates, not cold climates. You know, I'm checking this. I'm checking this. Preferred temperature of a strawberry bush. There you go. Preferred temperature of a strawberry bush. What temperature season does strawberries best go? Strawberries on all year-round fruit. Blah, 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 blah. They live in Texas. Oh. Why is it in Fahrenheit? No, I want Celsius. Okay, plants harvesting, summer fruiting, strawberries. It makes sense if you're a strawberry bush expert like myself. What and where to buy. Sowing, planting, growing, plant care, no. It's again Fahrenheit. I don't care about Fahrenheits. I find that they can't stand hotter than 26 to 27 degrees from experience. I also know that they can survive down to -15 in their dormant state. Ooh, they seem to do best in a temperature of 20 to 25 degrees C in full sun. Those are usual summer temperatures. No, see, I can't survive that temperature. 20 to 25 degrees C, way too warm for me. Way too warm. I favour big ones. I like the big ones. I don't know. There's no such thing as a big strawberry, Tanan. The biggest strawberry ever made was this big. It's tiny. Tiny. Which this big is like how many centimeters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, 5 centimeters. Yeah, it makes sense since she's so big. I favour big ones. I like the big ones. I don't know if the size of species is a thing or just growing is a thing. I have no idea. I don't know much about strawberries. Water! So I'm drinking water because I'm too warm. You think I should just paint this guy pink? I think I should just paint him pink. I'm gonna paint him pink. Pink, 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 pink. You came off your base, sir. Sir, you fell off your base. Why are these models falling apart? You can inflate strawberries beyond their normal size by not picking them, but they will taste bland if you do. Oh. It happens when
you hit your model with the strength of a giantess.
I'm not a giantess. I'm only 24 foot tall. That's not too big. That's just normal size for a cupcake. Okay, now probably don't want to paint this model while it's got glue on it, so put it at the back while the glue is drying. Oh, goodness. Okay. Different model. You. How are you doing? You're not going to break on me, are you? No. You're good. You're good. This one's a good one. I mean, you're 6'4", that's tall by guy standards, or women. You're a giantess standards. No! I'm tiny. I'm tiny. Like, look how big this model is in my hand. Look how big it is. How big is it? 3, 4, 5 centimeters. It's 5 centimeters tall. Look how big this 5 centimeter tall model is in my hands. Makes my hands look tiny. Oh no, now I've realised it's like 5 centimeters. My hands feel massive. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. I just bought Crime City Rock by City for $2 today. It's like a Payday clone. It's not a great game, but much better than Payday 3. To be honest, that doesn't take much. I have no idea. I've never played Payday 3. Okay, how do I actually want to paint these guys? Oh my goodness. I really did not clean up these dudes very well when I made them. Like, I've been trying to ignore all the bits on them. Like all the bits of sprue, but it's very hard to ignore on some of them. They did repeat City twice in the title. The name is Crime Boss Rock by City. Oh, okay. I don't wish to be alarmist, but that model looks about the same size in your hands as it would in my hands, so... Yay! Okay. Okay, so... I'm not too crazy then. My hands aren't too big. Who would win? This dude or Neva? Who do you think would win? Hands up, hand up, bet. Who wins? He's 6'2". Yeah, but you're tiny too. You're tiny too, so it's fine. Nifty, are we contrasting or base shading and layering? We're contrast painting. And by contrast painting, I mean so far we've painted for black on this model. And now we're streaming, that's all we've done. Oh, this is what we're aiming for, roughly. Before the stream, I was practicing painting this model here with contrast paints. There are a few other layer paints here, but it's mostly just contrast paints. Like there's a metallic colour here, obviously. I used a couple. I did actually check. On stream, we did use some apothecary white on this shoulder pad and did some purple painting here. And then some extra black here to try and neaten things up. But yeah, this is an unfinished model. This one needs a lot of work still. But yeah, I was just experimenting with to see if this would even work today. We are distracting the streamer. Yeah, I'm distracted. It took us a month to paint one Tyrannid. We painted kind of 2 Tyrannids. But yeah, this Tyrannid we were experimenting a lot with, and we're going back and forth on it. And look how cool it looks in the end, though. I think it doesn't look too bad for just an experimentary model. And look, I painted this dude yesterday. And a bit today. Well, this guy gets 3 attacks. He hits on 4s, so he gets 1.5 hits. He wounds on 5s, but he charged, so goes up to 4s, so he gets less than. So he gets 3/4 of a hit in. 3/4 of a hit. And then half 4+ armor save on this dude means that likelihood is this dude survives. And this dude, being a Black Templar neophyte, gets 5 attacks back. That hits on 3s, wound on 3s, and it's saved on a 6+, so yeah, he kills this guy twice. Charge! Hits on 4s. Wounds on 4s. 1. 4+ save! He failed, he's dead! Ah! Actually, no, he took 1 wound. He's got 2 wounds. So he gets 5 attacks back. Only 2 hit because he hits some 3s. Wound on 3s though. 1 wound and -1 to your armor save. He only has a 6+ armor save, so he causes a wound, no armor save allowed, and it kills him. So yeah, this guy, this neophyte, would easily kill them. Honestly, that's kind of sad. That's kind of sad. Because, I mean, look how cool this guy looks. I mean, compare him to this silly old neophyte here. It's like... I mean, neophytes do look cool, to be honest. But based on appearances, you wouldn't think that this guy would absolutely tear this dude to pieces and all his friends. But he would. He would. Are these means using their native helms or their addition by you? Oh, these helmets here, these are neophytes. Oh no, initiate. No, for neophytes, the neophytes. That means that they're marines in trainings for like scouts. So if they're not in for full power armor, like they don't have a big backpack, they're a lot smaller. And they usually don't have helmets, but I don't like my marines not having helmets. So I gave them helmets on the Horus Heresy kit. I think they're Mark III helmets, but I cut the spikes on the top of them off. So yeah. So yeah, I did add the helmets onto them. Equally, most of these bodies are actually scout bodies. Or a mixture of scout bodies and neophyte bodies, and a mixture of... It's like, this is a scout arm, not a neophyte arm. And that is a scout Tom, not a neophyte Tom. You can tell because it's got sleeves. Yeek. But he does have a... Oh, he doesn't have a Black Templar shoulder pad. Oh. Howdy, Nathan! How you doing? Okay, black. I'm gonna paint for helmets, lead belcher. I also wanted to know, did I want to paint for knee pads the same black colour? Or do I want to keep them like white? I'm thinking maybe have the knee pads be white would be cool. Have the boots be brown colour. Maybe brown there, then black at the bottom. Oh no. It's only becoming the Crayola Legion. What do you mean the Crayola Legion? My love, the house painting. Wait, the painting plastic toys is going okay. Not super well, but you know. How are the Crayola Legion? These guys are like the Cupcake Legion. What about backpack? I think that would definitely have to be copper coloured, black coloured. There's a leather band back there. Da. Okay. Maybe I don't want to paint the knee pad a different colour because that looks like it'll be annoying to have to do. Well, I guess I can do extra armor pieces in the bluey colour that I like using. I'll do the toe cap in black. And the bottom of the shoe in black. Yeah. Yeah, then I could do like the armor plates in blue. That'd be nice. I figured you like this, but Cupcake, I just discovered an old painting of a bunch of owls showing a book of how to catch mice to cats. Owls are just sky cats and cats are land owls. Pfft. No, no, not true. Cats are cupcakes. I mean, cats aren't cupcakes. Cats and cupcakes are not related. And I definitely don't have a pet owl that I sick on people. That's going to appear in some lore. Now I'll keep that black. What about the wristband? Maybe the wristband can also be blue. Or maybe the wristband can be white. Now I'll make the wristband black as well. Yeah, keep as much black as possible would be good, I feel like. If I make too much blue, it's just going to look like an ultramarine. Under natural predators, owls, and the Kia soul. Why would the Kia be my natural predator? Also, owls would never hurt me. Owls are my friends. You'll see. You're all sick. Never seen Black Templar sprayed right first. Curious to see how they come out. Me neither, to be honest. I just thought trying to get this white shoulder pad here was very, very difficult. But when they sprayed first, it's quite easy to get a white shoulder pad that doesn't look chalky. It does make the process a bit longer having to contrast paint all of the white into black, mind you. But you know, the Dio feed Jotaro panel where Conjuror is Dio and the John Deere tractor is Jotaro. I have not seen that. The Apex Predator for John Deere tractor. I've seen John Deere tractors take on tanks and win before, so... Never underestimate John... Never underestimate a tractor. Okay, what do I want to paint that little orb at the back? Oh no, we could keep it white. Actually, that sounds like a good idea. Keep it white. Citadel whites are fine. I'm a Vallejo fan. Oh. I mostly just use Citadel paints because of the ones I know. Are the ones I can easily get hold of. And if I keep using them, maybe one day Games Workshop will notice me. And be like, hey, Cupcake, wanna get sponsored? And I'll be like, no! And then immediately start using army painters. I'm joking. I own a deer and a bobcat, not the actual cat, like heavy equipment bobcat. Oh. I own a bobcat too, but not like the heavy equipment. I'm joking. I talk about Skidster. What's Skidster? Or who's Skidster? It's this like farm equipment where you can swap out for buckets of a machine for say like a drill. Ooh, that's cool. Villager has very good rights. Ooh. I bought a white from some company. It's a white ink, but I never really liked it in the end. People did advise it a lot, but I was like, you know what? Not a big fan. I don't know what company it's on. Oh, it's Liquitech. Liquitech white acrylic ink. It was kind of meh. Won't recommend. Yeah. Hello, Night Parade. Hello. Oh gosh, boobs, but yeah. Okay, where am I going? Where am I going? Where's my paint? Okay, this was very messy, but you know what? The messy clown caught the egg. The messy clown caught the egg. I think I need to hydrate more. A messy desk is a hard worker. That's the thing I was trying to think of.
Did you just have a stroke, or did you mean for those words to fall out your mouth in that order?
We'll just go with I meant to say that. A messy clown catches the egg. Is that what I said before? I'm trying to remember. But definitely not having heat stroke right now. Definitely not. I would never have heat stroke. That's so cringe. Such a cringe thing to do, get heat stroke. Oh, goodness. Where's my water? Ah, just splashed in my face. Splashed in my face, you big disgrace. Waving your banner all over the place, singing, we will hydrate you, yeah. Hydrate you. There we go, my glasses. Ugh. Ugh, got water on my face. By the way, has anyone watched Umaru? Umaru! You know, for anime about the girl who really loves cola, and she like dresses as a hamster, but sometimes she what's it called? Oh no, she's also like an A-star student and stuff, and she lives with her older brother, who is like fully grown, responsible adult, who is like, oh my goodness, why the hell do I have to take care of such a terrible sister who no one knows is so terrible? Umaru, yes, I've seen the anime. Yeah, I found my I was going through some drawers and stuff, you know, to what's it called? To make room for more Warhammer. Oh, because in Combat Patrol I got this thing. I'll show you. Oh, I can't show you because it's so big. So big. Oh. Okay, give me a moment. So I was trying to make room for like more Warhammer and stuff. Because Combat Patrol sent me this thing. Oh, terrain. Terrain! It has all of this terrain in it. For a fraction of the price. It's so cool. Got stockades in. It's got stockades! And a big old light. Not light. A big old satellite dish thing. And a tower. A communication tower. Box antenna. And it's got a hab bunker in it. And it's got a big old landing pad. That takes up so much room. Yeah, that's all the stuff. There's loads and loads of those stockades though. Like, how many stockades are there? Oh no, there's also like 2 of those hab bunkers in it. Kind of cool. Oh yeah, but I was making room for this thing. And I ended up finding a box. I was like, what's in this box? I was like, oh, old cosplay stuff. I thought I'd just find like an old Umaru cosplay I had. Except it's not Umaru, do you know, when she's in a... What's it called? A little hamster thing. It's Umaru, do you know, when she's in a gamer mode and she's got the cool hat. Where's it cool? Where did I put the hat? I can show you the hat. I can show you the hat. Let me put this away. Go. Yeah, that's a landing pad. Look how big it is. Look how big they are. Like, so many people could fit on top of this landing pad.
So many people fit on it.
Oh, hey, where'd I put my hat? Hat! Hat! Magic hat! I can't remember where I put the hat. You mean chippy mode? You promised us a hat, you're giving us a landing pad. I know! I got distracted. What is this? Stop. Where are you? What would I put for hat? If I was a hat, where would I be? Hot dogs. Not in there. I forgot where I put the hat. My disappointment is immeasurable in myself. No hat in here. Yeah. Oh. Oh no. I lost the hat. Did you try looking behind? Yes, I did try looking behind me. I thought I put the hat in a drawer. I hope I didn't accidentally throw it with all those other weird stuff. Because I threw out a bunch of old cosplay that, you know, like, does not fit me anymore. And was honestly in terrible state. What's that? Smash hat! Hat! Yuck! Oh no, you only got 590 sprinkles left. This is the model that was dipped in known oil.
Wow, I love your hat, Cupcake.
Thank you. Gotta save the cookies and cream. Gotta save for the cookies and cream, Cupcake. Gotta save for everything I've got to do. Gotta save. You gotta save yourself from spending all of your sprinkles. Unless Talan decides to just like give you 10,000 sprinkles so you can buy whatever you want to buy. Because Talan sometimes does that. Because he's a terrible, terrible human being. But I mean, he's not a human being, he's a rat. Do you take the plate straight from the pot? Contrasts themselves are very watery paints, so you can just do that. You don't need to water them down. I do sometimes water it down a little bit, but since I want it to be dark anyway, I don't. Because you don't got to worry about the thickness of the paint the same way with contrasts. They act a bit more like shades in terms of, you know, how watery they are. Wait, how does Talad know I'm licking the brush first? How does he know? Talad, stop spying on me. Nom 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 nom. Also, I keep a little bit of water here. You can't see it. It's basically just here. I keep a dollop of water. And I put for brush. And it's like da 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 da. Cupcon, a radium girl confirmed. No, I'm not a radium girl. This isn't made out of radium. It's made out of uranium. 262. Which we all know enough as the best version of non-radioactive substances. Definitely non-radioactive. Definitely not super reactive. Definitely incredibly stable and reliable. We call it the stable genius of a chemical world, uranium. It just shows she gurgles the paint like mouthwash and just takes the paint from her mouth. No! How would I be speaking to you if that's what happened? No! No! Ew! But that's an idea.
Gurgle, gurgle, gurgle.
No, Cuptle, don't gurgle the paint, you silly cupcake turtle. Yeah, this is my first time using contrast paints too, by the way. So...
You think it's cola? It's really just Agrax Earthshade.
Agrax Earthshade. Oh, it tastes awful. Oh, yummy paint. It's not yummy! Agrax Earthshade is much healthier thing. No, it's not! Especially not for someone with low blood sugars who needs to drink all the cola in the universe to keep her sugar levels up. Also, good news, I've managed to keep my weight from falling at all for the past few days. So I'm like, yay! I think that's probably because I've been drinking more cola for the past few days. Oh, what's this? Deserves an applause. Yay! I'm gonna have a glucose tablet. Go and have a glucose tablet to keep blood sugars up. Congrats, we don't have to get out the microscope for your waistline yet. Yay! Glucose tablet! Yay! Since you have low blood sugar, you might get a prescription for Ozempic and sell it to some Hollywood celebrity for more Warhammer. What's Ozempic? I'd never heard of it before. And why would a Hollywood celebrity want it? Too long a story, just pretend my joke was amazing. That's impossible task to learn. I don't think you've ever told an amazing joke before, so, you know. Sounds like a brand name you think Cupcon can afford brands. Hey, if it's a prescription, I can get it for free. True, once you're buying from GW, you really don't have the money to know about anything else. I'm Googling it. I'm Googling Ozempic. Ozempic. Oh no, just flagged. Ozempic is a medicine designed to treat people with type 2 diabetes. I don't have diabetes, so I got the opposite of diabetes. The active ingredient is semaglutide, which is a synthetic version of a naturally occurring hormone, glucagon peptide 1, which helps regulate blood sugar levels. It does this by helping the body produce more insulin when needed and suppressing the amount of glucose produced by the liver. No, that's the issue, Talan. I don't have enough glucose. That means if I got prescribed Ozempic, then it would be reducing it. Yeah, I'm the opposite. I need more blood sugar. So that's why I'm on glucose tablets. Yum, yum, yum. Actually, I prescribed myself with glucose tablets. My doctor also get mistaken like me. No, I don't want it. I don't want it. It'll kill me. They already gave me one medicine that was causing weight loss, or regularly causes weight loss in people that take it. So I'm like, yeah, that's not good. And that was a medicine for my migraine, which I'm still getting. Ugh. Why do I have low blood sugars? Used by people as a way to lose weight since it's one of the side effects. Oh. Well, yeah, that's because your body's producing too much insulin and stops your body producing glucose and stuff. Which means that your blood sugar levels will be lower, which is not healthy for you. But also means that generally you're going to be absorbing less carbs and sugars and stuff. It's not very good for you though, unless you, already have high blood sugar levels. At that point, you might as well just be trying to starve yourself. But you don't have the self-control to starve yourself. Either way, the effects would effectively be the same. That's where your weight loss comes from. It's not very good. Look at Megan Trainor. She was big and now she's very thin. I have no idea who Megan Trainor is. In the UK, it's usually metformin for type 2 diabetes that you'd be prescribed. Oh. Well, thankfully, I don't have diabetes. My mother was like, you might get diabetes if you keep drinking cola. And then my doctor's like, no, she's got, her blood sugar levels are next to 0. She's literally suffering from malnutrition. And I'm like, mother, take that. Take that. And then I'm like, wait a minute, that's not a good thing. No! You know, the worst type argument to win is one where it comes to your health and it's like, my health's pretty bad. And then you win the argument. It's like, yeah, but I did not want to win this argument. I'd rather be find out that I am actually just crazy in the head or something. Oh, look at this. You can be both. I am crazy in the head, and I'm also ill. Yay! I'd rather just be one of those things, though, you know? Pulling up the ladder after you're at the top. That sequence of events is funny. She sings a song about it being alright to be chunky and then gets thin. Oh no. To be fair, though, if she's healthy, actually it depends, because some people go from being, you know, obese to being anorexic, and it's not very good. Both of them are unhealthy, incredibly unhealthy. And some people go from being anorexic to completely the opposite way. I'm very rare, though, that way. But if she's healthier, good for her. She was fine before too, and is fine now. Nah, she's fine. Oh, so she wasn't like super overweight. Oh. But she wasn't falling out to her own waistband. Oh. No, it's hard sometimes because it's like I'm here with my constant losing weight. I'm struggling to stay above, you know, stay within a healthy weight line or weight to whatever. But it's like, it's not like I've got a super, super thin waist or anything. It's not like I'm super skinny. Like, I've still got this big old teardrop of fat on my tummy. And I can still look at myself in the mirror and be like, you're too fat. And I can definitely see how people get into that sort of mindset, though. After, you know, being too thin. Or making themselves too thin. It's like, yeah. No. Need to be healthy. Need to be healthy. You describe it like you have a beer belly, lol, cola belly. No, I don't have a cola belly. It's not like I've got this big old round thing. It's just like I've got a teardrop of fat
On my belly.
A teardrop. Oh. Cider belly here, screw beer. Yeah, but most women don't have boob sweat. No, most women don't have, what's it called? A super flat belly. And often when the picture is super flat bellies, it's more because, you know, they're in front of those weird poses where it makes the bellies look flatter. Yeah. And then you get to a point though where it becomes so thin that you can see all your hip bones and everything super clearly. But then your belly will stick out anyway, especially if you suffer from bloating. And if you're not eating enough, then you're going to suffer from more bloating because you're going to get gassy from it. That's what happens when you don't eat enough. And similarly, your whips are going to poke out. So it's going to look very, very weird and familiar to you. When it's like, your belly sticks out way too much. And it's like, actually, it's just because you're too thin and you're not eating enough. But it becomes a very vicious cycle for people. That's where you get a lot of these, you know, healthy standards and stuff. Oh. Yeet. Oh, I need to get back to doing my exercises though. That medicine really messed me up really badly. You know, for my migraines, that didn't really help in the end. And then I've not been doing my exercise so well, but I need to get back into doing them. I was like, oh, I can't be bothered. I don't think seeing bones is a good thing. Being that skinny is an anorexic at that point, but still. I think someone could stand to gain a few points. Yeah. Yeah. I've always been someone who can see my bones, though. I can see my bones. I'm a skeleton. You thought it was a cupcake this entire time. I was really just a skeleton. I was a skeletony. You have Anthony, you got the other Anthony, you got the Tony, and you got the Tony the Tanuki. And now here's me, the Skeletony. Oh, goodness. How did I even get onto this topic? If you see the definition of your pelvic wings, you've gone too far and need to turn back. Darn it! Yeah, I could definitely see from... I always get my... You know, one of the things I always end up doing is bumping my hips on stuff. Especially like door handles, because they're always hip size. Always like, do you know, door handles are always at the, you know, same height as my hips. And I keep whacking them. And do you know when you get the door handles that are doing like curved like that? And then it goes right into the hip bone like that and just like grabs into it. It's like, ow! That hurts. It's not fun. Do not recommend. Cupcon levels of spatial awareness. Hey, just because I just got wide hips. What did I rejoin to? I don't know. That's Black Templar being painted. Look at him go. Look at that big old cross. And we painted this cross here.
I've just got wide hips. Yes, and you've had them for how long?
I don't design rooms for wide-hipped people, you know, doors. I need to like design doors so they go out like that. I need to design doors like big old triangles or rectangles that look wide at the bottom. Yeah. That's what I need to do. What even are Black Templars? Okay, so Black Templars are... Rundown of a law is, well, Space Racist to Extreme. Not necessarily.
Drink coffee and eat cupcakes, sir, a day.
No!
Hello. Do you have a moment to talk about our lords and saviors, the Celestial Mothers?
War of the Beast. Okay. So Black Templars in general are... Would say, yes, I saw the stuff they did in War of the Beast. I saw the stuff. But not every Black Templars. Some of them are terrible. Some of them aren't as terrible. Take, for example, Grimaldus or Helbrecht. Armageddon. Black Templars are very xenophobic, even amongst their own kind. Hey, let me talk about the Black Templars. Who's the one with the Black Templar model here? Me. Look at the chaplain commands you. The chaplain commands you. Stop calling them space racist. We're not racist. We got... My best friend is... Look, this is my best friend. This, who I'm about to execute for being a terrible Xeno. Best friend right here. I can't possibly be a racist. Can't possibly be a racist. What did you just say about chaplains? It's so... No. Them to hold in orcs and nids in a single sector, which failed. That was the orc place. What's it called? I can't remember. But also don't swear because YouTube moderation. Octavius sector, yeah. Anyway, Black Templars are effectively for a Space Marine chapter that doesn't care about the rules of, you know, Space Marines normally have a bunch of rules. Let's say you can't have more than 1,000 Space Marines in your chapter. You have to do stuff like this and this and blah 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 and blah blah blah. You have to do stuff in a certain way. And Black Templar are like, you know what? Screw that. I'm doing my own thing. Blah blah blah. And then they go on a crusade. They're like, I'm going on a crusade. Yeah. Rah! And then for on a crusade, and there's many Black Templar crusades. So you got 1,000 men in this way, going attacking some bad guys over here. You got 1,000 Black Templar over here, and 1,000 over here, and like 300 here, 200 there, 1,000 there, 6,000 over here. So we got Black Templars done for, and each crusade is led by its own marshal, and each of these crusades is effectively more akin to a chapter of Space Marines than just being its own stuff. Gaslight, gatekeep, go boss. Yeah! Oh, but yeah. So, that's how Black Templar are. For a more accurate idea of what they are, they descended from the Imperial Fist. They were the first successor chapter to the Imperial Fist after the Horus Heresy. Horus Heresy is big civil war where Space Marines fought one another, and all the chapters got split up. Black Templars, they really like close quarter combat. Most of them would have like this entire thing about discipline and so on. Unlike most Space Marines, they actually do worship the Emperor as a god. Most Space Marines don't recognize the Emperor as a god. As a result, they're very close to what's called the Ecclesiarchy, which is the church, of the Imperium. A lot of Black Templars don't like Psychus, although it's been reported that some Black Templars are less, they don't like Psychus, and more the fact that every time they've tried turning a Psyker into a Space Marine, it always fails. They don't have any Psychic Space Marines in the Black Templars. Technically, you can actually have a Black Templar librarian, though.
I killed the Krug's commissar.
Don't kill the Kriegers, no! I didn't realise I was watching a lady with a 40k law PhD and a physics PhD. So the Black Templar though is, you can imagine that they're split into two groups. Well, there's generally two sides to being a Black Templar. You've got the very traditionalist side and then the more progressive side. The traditionalist side, you've got these people, right, called the astropaths. Astropaths helps guide ships through the warp. And what they do is by seeing something called the Light of the Astronomicon. And the Light of the Astronomicon is cast by the Emperor of Mankind on his golden throne. Since these Black Templar worship the Emperor as a god, on the progressive side, or well, on one side of the groups, you generally have them looking at astropaths and respecting them highly. Some of them kind of even worshipping astropaths because they can see God. They can see the light of God with their own eyes. On this other side, though, they begrudgingly accept the fact that they need to use astropaths to use space travel. That's how space travel works. You need an astropath. So on the traditionalist side, they really hate astropaths. They hate all psychers. They hate all mutants. On this side, though, they don't hate mutants. They don't hate psychers. Anything that's considered what's called sanctioned, they accept. They might not always like it, but they accept it. And often they're perfectly fine with it. Sanctioned psychers, perfect, they're great, yay. Sanctioned mutants, like Ogrins, they can be highly respectable. They can be brave little people, or big old people.
Based.
Yeah, based. Why do Black Templars look like Ultramarines? They don't look like Ultramarines. They're the Space Marines. They're both Space Marines. Mine, I like to paint with a blue because I just prefer it over the red, and I think it makes them look a bit more unique. As I'm sorry, Cupcon, but I had cupcakes at breakfast. Don't eat cupcakes! No! No! Where's Honey Rose? You're going to prison. You're going to prison. Where's Honey Rose? Is that Honey Rose? Yes. Prison you go. There you go. You're in the sky prison now. Pew, 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 pew. But yeah. So that's what the Black Templars generally are. But most of our Black Templars are very close quarter orientated. They generally like to have robes. They like to go on crusades. They take a lot of skill in like sword and close quarter fighting. That's what most of them train to do. Most of them as a result also train just to run across the battlefield and smite them with a blade.
I will never be punished. Food is food.
But the cupcakes are not food. They're friends. Friends. But yeah, so they run across the battlefield with chainsaws in hand. Now they worship the Emperor so hard as a god that sometimes they do actually get affected by miracles. Like sometimes you'll be shooting at a Black Templar and they'll just be healing quicker than you can hurt them. Like you'll blow the arm off, and then the next thing you know, they're punching you in the face with the very arm you just blew off them. And that's when they get the feel no pain of 6+ for the entire army. They also got really, really good against going like up against demons and psychers and stuff, because the furious power of their worship and will is actually strong enough to disrupt psychic powers and to disrupt demons and stuff. It's like Grey Knights hate going up against Black Templars, like in a fight, because Black Templars will just destroy you. Yeah. So outside of the specialist chapters for fighting demons, Black Templars are probably the best chapter at fighting them. Ow. They wouldn't destroy them. Currently, at the moment, Black Templars have a massive advantage over Grey Knights, since every Grey Knight is a Psyker, and every single Black Templar can have anti-Psyker 4+. Every single Black Templar can have an anti-Psyker 4+ rule, and can also get, you know, bonuses in leadership and stuff. So in general, actually, in a fight, yeah, Black Templars do win. Wait, Grey Knight's technically a chapter of Space Marines. They're a bit more like Custodies in a way. And for Old Law made them seem more like Custodies, but then for Law, they've been generally less and less different from normal Space Marines. Nowadays, Grey Knights are just basically, they are psychic Space Marines who are specifically trained to fight demons, and they work closer with the Inquisitor than other chapters. But technically, yeah, they are just a chapter, and they only accept psychic Space Marines into their ranks. These confusing Templars and Sisters of Battle again, just because they're very similar. Black armor, sellers to extreme fixation, and flamers and melters. Oh god, Sisters are just gender-bent Templars. Oh, vice versa. Also, yeah, Black Templars do invoke miracles. In fact, there's something called the Emperor's Champion for the Black Templars. Give me a moment. The Black Templars have this thing called the Emperor's Champion. The Emperor's Champion is an extremely skilled swordsman who is capable of going up against the greatest of foes. Literally the greatest of foes. They're capable of dueling like demons and primarchs and all sorts of crazy eggs. And the biggest tyrannage you can find. This just got that awesome bob cut folk. They also have the bob cut on the neophytes. It looks silly. I wonder if some Black Templars treat the Codex as starters as a religious text. Some of it, there has been hints that they kind of do recognize it as a religious text, even if they don't think it's worthwhile. Because, you know, it was still written by a Primarch. So a demigod. Technically, the leader of the Black Templar is Helbert. He's considered the High Marshal. I say technically because Helbert is... He actually struggles to control. Like, if he told every single Black Templar to come to one place, he would probably have a lot of people who just would ignore him and not listen to him. Yeah, Black Templars are notoriously unruly. And not very well unified. In fact, it's not uncommon for Black Templars to effectively fight one another. Like different crusades meeting up with one another, or just a single crusade, having like the chaplain and the marshal get into a disagreement. And as a result, it becomes like a civil war of a crusade. Oh yeah, but the Emperor's Champion is basically born from a miracle. A Space Marine, any Space Marine, including this neophyte here. Actually, can it be a neophyte? I think it's just an initiate. I think an initiate could be. But one day they will have a dream and a vision of the Emperor. And in that dream, something will specifically happen. And once they have that dream, they will tell the chaplain. And the chaplain will basically be like, get all the details of the dream. And if they think they're not lying and they're telling the truth, then they'll be made an Emperor's Champion. They'll be given the Black Blade, and they'll be sent out to fight for enemies. And it's like, while they will be given some extra training, once you have that dream, you find yourself basically able to perform miracles. You'll find yourself, your skill with a blade unparalleled. You'll find yourself being much stronger, much tougher, much faster. It's insane. But yeah, so Black Templars are basically, when they're visited by the Emperor, they become an Emperor's champion. And they are like god warriors. Yuck. On paper, yes, a Black Templar is weaker than a generic Grey Knight. But Black Templar have religious fervour and also the capability of going Monty Python, Holy Grail, 'tis but a flesh wound. Oh yeah, that's it. Black Templar also heavily inspired by Monty Python and the Holy Grail and the 'tis but a flesh wound guy. In fact, they even used to have a cool little skill, a cool little item called the Holy Hand Grenade of Antinoch, which is from the Monty Python and the Holy Grail film. But yeah, that used to be a legit item you could just give one of your characters. And I think it was a grenade, one-use grenade weapon, 6-inch range or 8-inch range or something like that. Small blast template, strength 8, AP 3. It's hilarious to use, partly because it could scatter back on top of you. And at such a short range, was actually a decent chance that could happen. Yeah. In the board game, Black Templar do have a major advantage over Grey Knights, though. Because before the battle, the Black Templar can basically go above the Witch, which is a skill which gives every single model in the army anti-psyker capabilities. Which is very bad for when going up against Siege. Well, not very bad. It's very good for them when going up against Siege, Grey Knights, and other armies, and most of the models are psychers. To be honest, when comparing 40k to other sci-fi, this will probably upset a lot of people, but 40k is kind of weak. And that's one of the strengths of 40k, I think. Like, as over the top as 40k gets, it's on most part it likes keeping things relatively low powered. Like, it doesn't make their Titan, like most of the Titans aren't ridiculously oversized. Sometimes in artwork though they are ridiculously oversized. But if we go to by the standards of the law, Warhammer stuff is kind of... Like, you have to remember, it's like a lot of Warhammer tech is kind of worse than modern tech. And they don't even use computers and stuff. And try to avoid them. They don't understand much of their own tech. Space Marines in Borderlands is about equals. Spartans are stronger than Space Marines. Are they? Warhammer tech is outdated tech prior to AI age. What humanity had? Yeah. Some of the tech they have is new tech. It's not necessarily better tech, it's just new. Like, it's not from the Dark Age, just someone since the Dark Age invented it. Well, very little of the tech is new since they don't like innovating. And they kind of view it as heretical to do so anyway. But one of the things that makes Warhammer generally weaker than other things is how Warhammer focuses on the land battles. And Warhammer ships, they don't have a proper faster than light. Most of them rely on, what's it called? On the warp to travel faster than light, which means that the faster than light technology is generally much worse and much less reliable than almost every other sci-fi out there. Anything AI is heretical, yeah. But it's not just AI, it's the fact that they worship STCs and stuff, like old design patterns. And they don't make copies of stuff, and it's crazy. It's one of the reasons why they lose technology so easily, because if the SDC becomes damaged, it's like, oh. That's it then. No more of that technology. And they don't share the technology, it's with one another. I've only got things like Carl and stuff like that, where he's been around for 10,000 years. Every single time he wants to innovate or release something like newish, he has to like fight an uphill battle every single time. Most of the sci-fi FTL is the Tyranid version. They are usually fold drives. Well, it depends on them. Because like Star Wars is a bit different. Like you've also got like the warp stuff. You got things where you can fight at faster than light. You got things where you can't fight at faster than light. You got things where you can jump immediately. You got things where you can jump really, really far. You got things where you can do short jumps. So you got all sorts of things going on. Tyranids and other fold drives are affected by gravity. Futurama has the best form of warp. The Necrons use Futurama tech. Okay, I got too distracted today and I only painted 3 models. Pfft, and they're not even painted. I just got 1 layer of black on them. I got 21 of these dudes to do. Well, 20 after this dude, because, you know, I got this far on him. I mean, we did paint some stuff on him. Stars is definitely a fold drive. It's the only thing that explains the parsec comment in the original movies and the Holdo maneuver. Wait, are we sure? Antimatter used to keep them still while the universe revolves around them. Yuck! That's how Necrons apparently move faster than the speed of light. I thought the way that the Star Wars worked was the parsec comment was explained in lore by the fact that you've got star maps and every single ship travels along these lines of a star map. You know what's considered safe. So if you wanted to get somewhere quickly or in the shortest distance traveled, you'd have to travel down one of the mapped routes. But by doing it shorter, what you're saying is you went more direct route between the points. But that's also uncharted, so you could crash and so on in it. Star Wars faster than light technology, though, is very inconsistent. Like, you got these things that stop jumps, that stop you from doing jumps, and you got things like It's all sorts of stuff. Yes, Star Wars Festival Night Tech is inconsistent throughout the lore. I think they're generally nowadays trying to make things a bit more consistent, or trying to retroactively add extra lore in. Legends already tried this, but because Legends had so many different authors that weren't in communication with one another, you know, for books, they often came up with different excuses for different things. In Star Wars, hyperspace is a separate dimension. It even has life forms similar to warp entities. Oh, I know that they have life forms, because in Rebels they had those space whales that, you know, that you could harvest fuel from or whatever. Or something to do with fuel and space whales, and they could travel through hyperspace as well. Well, they were very friendly. Nearby mass would affect your jumps. Warp drives and 40k physically don't exist in real space along your route. Well, Star Wars you do. Physical drives. 40k physically you don't exist. Yeah, you don't exist in the physical realm, but sometimes you don't. Oh, sometimes you come out for warp and you end up inside the middle of a star in the middle of a planet. That's not very fun. Oh, I'm very slow paint. Oh my goodness. I might watch some more Better Call Saul tonight and just paint these while I'm doing so. Oh goodness. Oh no. I'm not sure you always do exist in real space while you're traveling at faster than light. I don't know. Maybe you do. I know that they created the technology to stop you or like bring you out of it, but I really don't know. I know in Guardians of the Galaxy they have or Guardians of the Galaxy in Marvel. And you see this in the Guardians of the Galaxy film, their form of space travel is really weird. Like they open up these like gateways, these hexagonal gateways, they go zoom through them. And then they jump from like one gateway to another gateway to another gateway sort of thing. Oh. Stellaris has the hyperlanes, which is pretty fun. I like the hyperlanes in Stellaris. It's a very fun way to do it. They also have the little wormholes, the little jump drives. They also have a thing where the jump drives have you also go into a different dimension and then come out, because they have their own warp as well. And that's where, you know, like the shroud exists and all the psychic energy. It's like, oh, I want to play Stellaris again. But yeah. What do you think of a purple shoulder pad? Is that two Emperor's Children it? Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. But thank you everyone for coming to today's stream. Need to play some Age of Sigmar Realms of Ruin. Ooh.
Bye-bye exclamation mark tilde.
There's mom making lunch. Making bacon sandwich and nothing. Nothing, can't be bothered waiting. Exclamate bye-bye, bye-bye, bye-bye. Love heart, 790 sprinkles. But yeah, this is what all of a Black Templar will soon look like. Okay, no, that's not what they're gonna look like. Wait a minute. This is what they're gonna look like, hopefully. Hopefully. I like, you know, doing this thing of the guns where it looks like they've been shot a lot. So you got a lot of powder burned and stuff on them. Oh. I like adding like damage to them and dirt. I like how I did that shoulder pad. That's cool. I might put some gold here on that skull. Yeah. Might have to put some bronze there as well on these little dots at the back. Well, thank you everyone coming to the stream. I really need to Oh, in Legends, Hans' Kessel Run record may not have been real. It's hinted in a novel that a machine that recorded it may have been affected by proximity to a black hole. Oh no. I like having made so many excuses just to fix an issue that was not really anything. Parsecs was a time. wasn't a time, but was a distance. Well, thank you everyone. Tomorrow I'll be painting more of these dudes. I don't know what I'm gonna do next week. I might work on a schedule tonight. But bye everyone. Thank you for coming. I love you all. Yeah, don't forget to have some Kairos fried lizard. It'll be a yap stream once again. I'll try not to be. Love you all. Also remember, cupcakes are friends, not food. Take care of yourselves, be kind to others and vice versa. And all of that good stuff.